Hello and welcome. My name is Diana and this is Mindful Movement. It's October the 29th, 2025, and we're going to get core centric today. We're going to focus our attention on the middle areas of our body, but I hope that that message is also just centering in terms of where our thoughts are, where our attitude is, where our mindset is, and that we're aware of the fact that we have this center point, but that our day and our engagements with other people and our work is often going to draw us outside of that center. And if we have nurtured that center, we actually have a point by which to return to. So I hope you're able to find that concept within your physical body and within your day today. We're going to start off in either a seated position. That's actually going to be butterfly if you are wanting to start off seated and keeping the tall spine. And if you're needing more grounding today, I'm going to actually invite you to start in Supta Baddha Konasana, or the relaxed version of butterfly. And wherever you are, find a comfortable place to rest your hands. If it's the seated position, it might be upward or downward on your knees. If you're in the supine position like me, it might feel good to connect with your belly center, where your rest and digest, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system connect, or right up here at your heart center with your other hand, sensing your inhales and exhales. Wherever you are, let your eyes close down. And take a big breath in. Open up your mouth. And begin to just tune in to your body, scanning from toes to crown of the head, or starting at your heart center and letting your scan take place like the rays of sunshine moving outward. And if you were in that seated position, go ahead and make your way onto your back, taking a supine position. And in either position, we're going to start with our soles of the feet planted into our mat, just beyond our hips. So it's almost like your bridge starting position. And on your next natural inhale, lift your low back off of your mat. Puff your belly up towards the ceiling, let that breath flow in. And then on your next exhale, tuck your tailbone, shorten your abdomen, and drive your low back into the mat. Breathe in, arch off of the mat. Belly expands. Exhale, tuck your tailbone. You might even draw your pelvic floor up and in and pull your spine towards the mat. 3 more like that. Breathe in and arch. It's almost like cat-cow upside down. And then exhale. This is where you would be doing cat pose. We're drawing the belly button in. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, round off of the mat. Exhale, scoop, and draw your center in. And come to a neutral spine, so nothing's tightened and nothing's lengthened. Bring your arms down beside your body. Walk your heels in a little closer to your hips, And then press down into the soles of your feet. Lift your hips up. And you can either stay there with your arms lengthened by your sides, or you can tuck your shoulders under your body. Extend out through your arms with your fingers bound together. Take a breath in. Notice if you can lift a little bit higher and keep core tightness at the same time. And then exhale, lower your way all the way down. Pick up your feet and draw your knees into your chest. Try this, wrap your arms around them and actually lift your chin and your shoulders off of the mat and give yourself a squeeze like your legs are some long lost relative that you want to give a hug to. And release your legs back down to your mat. Plant the feet. Slide your hands and then your shoulders under your body, taking bridge again. Press down to lift up. Notice if you can keep your core engaged while you take that back bend. And then lower your way all the way down. Grab your legs, lift your shoulders and your head. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then one more time, plant your feet back down. This time lift up. Find the bind in your hands if you'd like, and then hold 5 full breaths. Press down to lift up a little bit higher. And then release your way all the way down. Wrap your legs again in your arms. You can reach your nose up to one knee and then the other. And then release your body back. And we're going to return the soles of the feet to the mat. But bring your arms up and stack them right over your shoulders. Your thumbs point back behind you. And we're going to take that version of the pelvic scoop where our low back is pressed into the mat and the tailbone tucked. You might feel your abdominals lengthen. You feel your low back lengthen, your abdominals shorten. On your next inhale, reach just your right arm overhead. Exhale, lift it up. Make a little miniature crunch through your abdomen. Breathe in, send your left arm overhead. Exhale, lift it up, micro crunch through the core. Again, right arm lengthens. Exhale, micro crunch. Left side lengthen. And micro crunch. Great work. Take both hands and slide them under your hips and bring your legs up to tabletop so that your shins are parallel to the floor. We're going to work that position in reverse. So right leg long, hover it over your mat. Exhale, lift that knee right back up over the hip, shorten your core. Breathe in, send the left leg long. Exhale, knee back up over the hip. Take that side to side 2 more times. Here's the right. And the left. And the right. And the left. And release. Let those arms float back up overhead, so stacking palms over the chest. Bring your shins back up parallel to the floor, and we'll alternate. Right arm, left leg, dead bug, lengthen. Exhale, left, shorten the abdomen. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more on each side, right arm, left leg. Right leg, left arm. Last one on each side, lengthen and shorten, lengthen and shorten. Release elbows and feet back down. Give your knees a hug into your chest. And then open your arms up in goalposts, let your knees drop off to the right side. Look towards the left elbow. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Draw your knees back up through the midline. And take them over to the left side. Look to the right. Big breath in. Big breath out. Knees back to the midline. Give the knees that extra long lost relative hug. And then begin to rock and roll forward and back. We're gonna land in either a modified boat, so soles of the feet are down, or in our hovering boat, and then extend our arms long. Take a breath in with me. And then see if you can open your boat a little bit wider on your exhale. Breathe in. And then open a little bit lower. We're somewhere between high boat and low boat. Take a breath in. And then lower to hover in low boat. One breath in here. One breath out. And release all the way down. Pause for an inhale. And an exhale. One more time together. Knees into your chest. Bring some rocking into the spine. And make your way up. Send your legs long or keep that modified version. We're going to go a little bit lower on the breath in. Stay for the breath out. Breathe in and sink a little bit lower. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then try it if you hadn't before. Extend your legs long and hover. One breath in. One breath out. And release your way all the way down. Take a big breath in. This time, open mouth, exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. This time we're gonna rock and roll and use whatever transition measures make sense in your body to land at the top of your mat in your forward fold. And go ahead and separate your feet about hips distance apart. Feet are parallel to one another. And then draw your hands into the crooks of opposite elbows. Tuck your chin to your chest and find a lot of length through the back of your neck. Take a breath in. And notice if you can let gravity pull you a little bit deeper on your exhale. Release your hands down to the mat. Fingertips brush the floor. Maybe you're hovering, or maybe you're able to plant the palms down. And then wherever you are, go ahead and toe heel your feet to touch. Your big toes touch. There might be an inch or a half inch between the heels. Slide your palms to your shins. Take a halfway lift. Try sending your hips back, crown of the head forward. Take a breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. Wrap your hands behind your calves. Pull your belly button into your thighs. Again, like that, breathe in, palms to your shins. Find a lot of length through your spine. And then exhale, wrap your ankles, pull yourself in. Release your hands. And then like a fern in the forest, see if you can unfurl one little bit of your gorgeous plant, unfurling itself at a time. At the top, drop your shoulder blades down and back. Lift the crown of your head up to the sky. Float your arms up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands through prayer center, and then long by your side in mountain. Close your eyes or find a fixed point for your gaze. Pause here, breathe in. And breathe out. And if there's a mantra for your practice or an idea that you'd like to hold within your heart, go ahead and say those words to yourself or concentrate on what that intention might be. Let your eyes flutter open, reach your arms up, take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, dive down, catch your calves, give yourself a tight squeeze. Inhale, slide your palms to your shins, find that halfway lift that we visited earlier. And then exhale, plant your palms down, step to high plank, then pause. Tighten up your glutes, rock your body forward. And on your next exhale, either drop your knees or lower from plank all the way to your belly. Inhale, press into your fingertips, squeeze your elbows together for cobra. And then exhale, press to your knees or your toes, send your hips high in downward facing dog. And pause here with the feet symmetrical to one another. Send your hips high and try spreading your fingers a little bit wider, pressing into the pads of each finger. Take a breath in. Open up your mouth. Inhale, look forward between your hands, rise to your tiptoes, bend your knees, and then take a lot of steps to walk all the way to the top. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stand tall, reach your arms up high. Exhale, dive right back down. Breathe in, find your halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, palms down, high plank. Rock forward on your inhale. Lower your knees or from the toes all the way to your belly. Your back bend variation, lift up, make the back body active. And then exhale, press your hips high, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend and walk. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Stand tall, reach high. Dive right back down. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, high plank. Rock forward on the inhale. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Your back bend on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Take one big stride or even hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bow. Stand tall, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, lower. Your back bend on the inhale. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in, send your right leg high behind you, push through your heel, and then lift and lower 3 times on your left toes. 1 and 2 and 3. Take your right leg a little higher, and then exhale, step it forward. Dial your left toes down and rise up, warrior 1. Square your hips to the front, set your gaze, or even try closing your eyes all the way down. And relax as much as you can through your shoulders with your arms still lifted. Take a breath in, lift your chin. And then exhale, open to warrior two. Dial your back foot to be parallel with the back of your mat. And then rotate your shoulders a little more open than they were before, and set your gaze right over your front middle finger. Drop your hands behind your low back, interlace your fingers, and lift your chin. Exhale, humble warrior. Send your chest down inside of your right thigh, and then reach your arms overhead. As you breathe, notice if you can release the crown of the head closer to the floor on your exhales. On your next inhale, release your hands, cartwheel your arms up. It's as if you're going to take peaceful warrior, but then straighten out your front leg and bend your back leg, taking sky archer. Take a breath in, reach those right fingertips a little further back, and then cartwheel your arms to the front, high plank as you step the right leg back and lower through your back bend. Breathe in and send your hips high, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts on the inhale, and then we're gonna take that pulsation through the calf. So right heel lifts and lowers for 3 and 2 and 1. Lift a little higher through the left leg, and then exhale, step it forward. Dial the right toes down and rise up, warrior one. Square the hips, soften the shoulders, and set the gaze. Take a breath in, lift the chin, look up, and then exhale, open up through that right foot behind you. Tuck your tailbone, open across the front side of your hips as you drop your shoulders down and back. Take a breath in, interlace your fingers at your low back, pull your knuckles to the floor as you lift your chin, and then humble warrior, dive down, left shoulder inside of the left thigh. Exhale, reach the crown of your head, lower towards the floor. Take another full breath in, stay for the exhale, and then press down into the soles of the feet. Rise up like you're about to take peaceful warrior, but then straighten out that front leg, bend the back knee, sky archer. Take a breath in, reach higher, maybe a little further back, and then exhale, rebend the front knee, cartwheel the arms, high to low push-up. Breathe in through your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here, take a breath in and open up your mouth. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Bend your knees and take a little walk to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then curl your way all the way up to stand. And we're gonna reach down and we can catch the right leg and draw the sole of the right foot into the inner thigh, or you might place it on the inside of that left calf, or you might even take a kickstand with your toes, whatever balancing shape makes sense in your body today. And find your center, draw your navel center in, and then bring your hands to prayer, and then grow the branches of your tree when you're ready. Take another breath in, draw hands through prayer, and release your way down. Left side lifts. Find your variation. Tighten up through your midsection and then find prayer. And grow your branches, second side. Take another breath in and release your way all the way down. And turn back. If you turned like me, go ahead and turn back to face the front of your mat. Breathe in, reach high. And then exhale, take a seat in chair. And you might do this gracefully or like really kind of clunkily. I don't know if that's a word. We're gonna drop our hips down low, 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 and try taking a seat right onto our hips. Extend your legs out in front, take a breath in. And seated, forward fold. On the exhale, reach for your ankles or your shins or your calves, maybe even your toes. And soften forward. And the breath cycle in yoga and the series of shapes is often this beautiful harmony between something expansive and then something contracting, just like our breath cycle in and out. And it's a beautiful harmony that we can use as a metaphor for our energy throughout the day. Noticing when we're in a space to open up and give of ourselves. And then other times when we're needing a little more rest and the option to receive. And so maybe you can pay attention to those themes as you move through the rest of your day, respecting both energies. And take a breath in and drop a little closer towards your knees on your exhale. Release your hands wherever they are and sit up tall, and then draw your navel center to your spine. We're going to slowly make our way all the way onto our backs for our final rest, Shavasana. And the invitation, as always, is to stay here for the amount of time that allows you to rest and restore before moving on with the next sections of your day. And so I invite in the possibility of whatever length that is for you. And it was my pleasure to move with you today. I hope you go forward with a very centered approach through the rest of your day and week. And I can't wait to catch up with you soon in our next live or recorded class. You can send me that email if any questions came up. It's diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. And I can't wait to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.